What we're going to talk about today, I don't know. Oh, and did you get? Oh, and did you get? I didn't get to talk to you before the webinar started. Did you get a chance to look at any of those videos?
Yeah, I did. Not all
All
of
right.
them. I got a chance to look at
Yeah.
a handful of them.
Yeah. All right. So what I want to do is, what we'll do is, because I don't want to have the whole webinar on just reviewing the videos, um, because a big part of this webinar is going to be how to outsource or how to leverage different people in your area to get some of these videos done. Obviously, I just dropped a big, huge bomb there, giving you guys, in those videos I sent you, you're going to see where to get voiceovers from, how to get whiteboards, videos made, all that stuff's in there, right? So I don't have to go through all that. That's all going to be in there. Even how to get where to outsource a script. I will say this, that if you guys are going to outsource your script writing, you still have to put the structure together. You still have to
Yes.
do the 5 points what Owen talked about, the questions I talked about. You still have to put that structure together, and then you tell the script writer how you want it to read, and you tell the script writer, what you want, what you want in that script. You just don't say, hey, I want a script on mold removal, because you don't know what you're going to get, and they don't have the knowledge that we gave you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to make sure that even if you're outsourcing, that um,
You got to
all
really
right,
train your outsourcer too. I learned a lot of that from you, Joe, is really going into an outsourcing situation where you're preparing them to be successful, right? I went into outsourcing like this. I went into the outsourcing, I was like, take this away from me. And I didn't empower my people in the beginning to actually do well. It was kind of like, well, Mr. Owen, how would you like me to write the script, and what would you like to say? I'm like, I don't know, you do it. You guys
yeah,
have what I never had. It's like a structure. You could say, here's an example. Like you write one script, and you have the structure, and you say here's an example of the keyword and the structure and what a finished script looks like, and I want you to get as close to this as possible. You know,
yeah,
I don't want to take too
yeah.
much time on that, but just really spending a lot of time in the beginning, like when you're outsourcing, just working and empowering that person so you're not setting them up to fail.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's why people are like, well, why are we going through all these step by step things? Why don't you just tell me how to sell a video or where to get it made? Because, you have to learn how to do it before you can outsource it, right? Doesn't mean you have to learn how to make a whiteboard video,
But you
right?
got to, yeah, you have to
Yeah,
complete that process.
right. You have to learn how to make the structure of it, before you can tell someone else how to do it. So, yeah, all those videos for special ops people, just go to your members area and go to my section, and you'll see them. If you're in project assimilation, they're in the video mastery section. Okay, they're the first two videos modules in the video mastery section. Um, None of these videos talk about off-page SEO or any of that stuff. It's all about how to create the videos and how to get your on-page set up. So that's where they are. All right, so I want to talk about. So in the email I sent you guys, um, let you know about the webinar. I talked about how when I first started, I had a client who was in New York, right? And I was in San Diego. And I owe, for my clients, I really want them on video for at least one video, right? They don't have to be on all of them. They have to be, I want them at least on one, and I want to show their office or whatever. So in this case, this guy he made prefabricated wood stairs. So people call in from all over the country and order like basement wood stairs or stairs for their house. And the problem he had was people didn't trust that he was legitimate, right? They didn't trust that he actually had a warehouse. They didn't know if it was a scam or not. How do I know? They didn't know anything about his business. So my option was, I could fly out to New York. I don't even know if you remember, Owen. I said, I was thinking maybe I pay Owen to fly out there and shoot the video, and I'm thinking about all this stuff, and the costs were just going up. It just didn't make any sense.
Right.
So what I did was I had a company that it's actually um, like almost an Elance or a freelancing site for videographers. And I hired a videographer. He charged me like 900 something bucks, I think. I'm not sure, somewhere around there. And I gave him the structure. I told him I got 2 videos. I told him what each video had to have in it. I prepped my client already. Told him, they're going to come out. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to talk to them. And the client came up what he was going to say, and we worked that out, right? So I knew kind of what the structure of the video was going to look like. And he shot 2 videos for me, and I charged the client $2,500. And and there you go. So I made $1,500, and I didn't even have to go out there with my camera. So yeah. So I mean that's it. And let me bring the site up here. And I'm looking just right in here in the Facebook group. Paul, if you have cloud rank, you do not need Wirecast. You do not need it at all. It's really not designed for what we do. I don't know. Owen might use it. Do you ever use Wirecast when you do live streaming, Owen?
Yeah,
you do real live streaming.
I use Wirecast a lot, and I agree with you that it's challenging because I use Wirecast Play, and I just have random problems with it. So I like Wirecast. There's also OBS. You guys can go to my channel and check out my video, my OBS, Open Broadcaster Software tutorial. And this is all for the purpose of ranking, right, Joe?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, so we have Cloud Rank that does the encoding and everything on on a cloud.
Okay.
So they don't need to use those, but because those are more designed for somebody who's doing an actual live stream, right? You're not uploading pre-recorded videos. You're live streaming an event.
But I've done that. I've uploaded pre-recorded videos, and I was just watching this video, CPA in Thousand Oaks, and I have the same. I mean, there's an issue there. Number one, with like the cuts and the edits and getting the timing right. Getting that timing right. But live video ranks. I mean, live video ranks. That's the bottom line. That's why we do it. So if you've got an alternative to that is less wonky, then yeah. I mean, I want to know what Cloud Rank is. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Well, I gave you a login. You had to check it out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Maybe you'd see it. I gave you a couple of weeks ago.
No, I remember you gave me a couple things, and I haven't had a chance to go through all of it yet. I was spent a lot of time in the membership site today, and I was thinking, as I saw you sort of going through it, there's just so much great data in there. I mean, guys, I would go after those tutorials that he's got in there, how to rank a video, and I would just make videos and follow that and watch what will happen to you in the next 90 days.
Oh yeah. I mean, with Inside OMG, man, there's so much training. It's just it's unbelievable. So let me get back to it where we're at right here. Okay, so this is, it used to be called Turn Here Local, I think, and they changed it to smartshoot.com. Have you ever heard of this, Owen?
Just today when you showed it to me.
Yeah, so smartshoot.com. So you put in the zip code of where you're at, or you put in the zip code of wherever your client is. Now, what I use, it's really designed for anybody, like mostly business owners, to to use or to hire people. But I simply just message them and say, listen, I'm a marketer and I want to use this for my clients, and I'm gonna and I communicated with the videographer and I told them, listen, just go out there, just I'm subbing this to you, so don't tell them anything about Smart Shoot or whatever the website, right? So then the guy just goes out and shoot it, and we'll shoot the video. Now you still have to choose your videographer, and they'll all give you different prices. They'll give you samples of their video, and it's just an outsourcing site for a videographer. So let's say that you guys have a client and he's a dentist and he's in your area and you don't feel comfortable shooting the video yourself, right? Then you can go to a site like this. You can get someone to give you a price, and then you can upcharge the client. right? It's that easy. How many of you think that if you had a client that you can go to this site, you can put at least one script together and get a video made for them? Anybody? Nobody? I'm looking in the Facebook group. I don't see anybody.
Let me tell you, let me add on to that. You know, you guys, it will help you to go in there with a plan, right? Like you're going to try, you want to hire a videographer to do 5 videos for $1,000 so that you can charge $2,000 or $1,500, right? So you want to go into this hiring situation and say, I'm looking to do 5 videos for $200. Can you do that? You know, and ideally you've already had it sold. You've already got it sold. But if not, you know, you'll go through a couple of videographers to kind of figure that out. Will this guy offer you that price? You know, and now it's not like I need one video. Like you're going through all this effort for one video, right? Or you know, a one-off. You want to look at this as like you're trying to find the guy for this client that you can go back to every 3 months with some new videos or every 6 months with some new videos. So the more time you take up front and really like preparing what it is you're offering, right? We just talked about this in my VIP group, like crafting your offer and really making it something, you know, as opposed to like, I could do some videos for you, customer. You instead want to take the approach of, yes, I have a 5 video program and a 10 video program. We'll write the videos, produce them, upload them, optimize them, you know, and that costs $2,000.
Right. And I got a solution for that too. Oh, and I'm gonna I got a couple of solutions I'm gonna be showing for doing multiple videos and different things like that. The thing nice, I hired this guy. The way I got 2 videos from him is he went out and he shot all this video, right? He didn't just shoot, like go in there and shoot for 2 minutes. He was there for like an hour. He had all these shots of video and different things like that. So all he had to do was, I think his original price was $600-700, and he said, "Well," I asked him, "Well, how much video do you have?" And I had him send me all the video footage, too. So I said, "Listen, just send me all the video footage in case I want to use it later." And I said, "You know, how much would you charge to put together another video?" And he said, "Well, I'll charge, you know, whatever it was, a couple $100. Let me see if I could even. This guy's not my client anymore. I mean, this is way back when I first started. I actually let him go after a couple of years, but let me see. I think this was one of the videos that we did. So, I mean, if you guys find that, just type in prefab stairs. You find that video, you're going to see he followed that same format. You know, we've been in business for so many years. You know, we are brick and mortar. You know, so he's qualifying his business. He's qualifying what he is. And I think the 2 videos, if you go to his channel, you'll see we made for him, and the live ones that are at his shop. He answers all those major questions. What if it doesn't work for me and everything else? And you'll even see Owen on there. Owen did it. And then we did some videos in-house for him where he didn't have to be there, right? Where we did some for his follow-up email and everything else. But all this was done without me ever having to be there, right? And I could never shoot video like this. Like, even if this guy was in San Diego and I went out there with my camera, there's no way I would get shots like this. And that's why, like, say if you want to do a video like Owen showed with the 2-camera video last week or whenever that was, the 2-camera shot. You can have a videographer do those kinds of things. And it's not just, you know, I heard someone put in the Facebook group, "Oh, they're not my area." You know, just think outside the box of how to get someone or how to hire a videographer, right? There's videographers, you know, I don't know if they advertise in Craigslist. I know there's wedding videographers, right? There's all kinds of people that do video.
Meetupgroups.com. Like, we're launching a meetup group in our town right now, and I'm doing it more because I'm looking for someone that I can actually outsource optimization to. So I'm looking to like mentor some people that I could eventually hire. But look at meetup.com and look for videography meetups or YouTube meetups that you can hire somebody. I love the idea of going after a videographer. You know, Craigslist is a great place to find a videographer. And again, it's about, I mean, these guys, they're falling out of the sky these days. It's more about you knowing what you want to do. The more work, the more prep is in place, the easier it's going to be to hire someone and hire someone. Again, if you're difficult to work with, videographers are artists, guys. Like, they're not going to like be down for like all your mind changes. You know, they're gonna move on. So working with artists is in itself a struggle. So just have a plan and lead them along the way. We're doing, you know, one video for $1,000. That video needs to communicate this. It needs to have at least these 3 shots in it, you know, and make it easy on them.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing is don't be anal, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to give people a breath to work, right? That's why you're hiring them, right? If you're gonna tell them every step to do, then you might as well do it yourself. Like, so the way I look at it is I'm hiring a videographer when, you know, like same thing when I hired Owen, when I hired these guys. These are professionals. They know what they're doing. Okay, I show them what I want. I show them the structure, the the things I'm looking for, and then they give it to me. And if it's not exactly what I envisioned, you know, it doesn't matter as long as it's good. That's all that matters because no one's gonna care. Right? The
Right.
people watching that video aren't gonna know that he messed this shot up and it should have been at this angle instead of that angle, and it's he did a one-person shot instead of a two-camera shot. Everything it does, you know. In the end, right? It gets if it gets a point across, nobody's gonna be able to tell the difference. But like what Owen said, the most important is doing the prep, is prepping your client, getting the script right, getting what's said to be right, you know, and then you let the videographer do it from there. And you know, and as I said, there's so many videographers need to make money. Now you'll get some guys that are just off the charts, right? Some guy might be like, hey man, I want 5 grand, right? Okay, well, I'm sure there's another guy who's like I said, like a wedding photographer or videographer or something else that might work with you. And if you say, listen, I'm gonna have, you know, a bunch of clients coming in. I want you to shoot the video, but we have to work out a deal to where it makes sense for you and it makes sense for me, right? And if they're smart, they're gonna work with you because they know that they might not be getting premium money from you, but they're getting steady work.
And also, yeah, go to a place where that's going to work. Like, you're not gonna Google San Diego videographer and click on the top ranked website and ask that guy to do discount videos. You know what I mean? He's the #1 ranking videographer. Go to Craigslist, go to Meetup. You know, find these up and comers who young people, especially college age, just out of college, like these guys have really great skill sets and no idea how to market them or how to you know, really even maintain a job. So go in there and say, look, this is what we're doing. It's $200. You know, pick the areas where you're going to go to recruit. Make sure it's appropriate to what your budget is. You know, and I think a lot of you guys are just starting out. So get somebody else who's just starting out.
Yeah, no, it's true, and that's the thing is that's a good point, Owen. Like if you go to um, Google videographer for business, those guys are going to be premium because, I mean, a business will pay, you know, 2 grand, 3 grand for a video, right? They'll pay big bucks for a video. So why is this guy going to sell it to you for under $1,000, right? Because he's
Right.
getting premium for business. But you're going to take advantage of that because you're going to get someone to do the video for you, and then you're going to charge the business that premium price. I mean, at least that's what it was when I was, you know, doing the video back in San Diego. I mean, what's a business getting like for a video? You know, if you were going to do a video, like if they just called up a videographer off of Google, like a guy who that's all he does.
And you
You
want to
know,
do like a fancy website video or like a really great
right?
about
Yeah,
general
like
video,
right,
$3,500.
yeah, like a video like that discount quality stare guy, right?
$3,500,
Yeah.
$5,000.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 grand, dude, all day long. I had video guys quote me that all day long. And then I met Owen and I told him exactly what I just told you. I got a lot of clients coming up. I'm going to be doing 10 video packages. Can you work with me? And he worked with me, and we both made money at it. So,
Yeah.
but,
And
so
you will have a best friend. You will have a best friend if you've got like a videographer that can work with you locally that understands your process. Like me and my videographer, he lives 2 blocks away from me, which is great. We're like swapping equipment at midnight, smoking cigarettes on my front porch kind of thing, So that's really great. But we had like a 10-step process. Like he knew what to wear, what to say. And I mean, we had a really developed thing. You're not gonna have that much control over your guy, but it's like it was a shot list. We had we're doing another 10-point shot list. Okay. I know that I need to get a right to left, a left to right, a rack focus, and I need to get the customer to say these 5 questions or answer these 5 questions, and then they're done with it. You can turn 1 day of shooting, right? Because a lot of videographers charge day rates. So let me talk about that real quick. Hiring. You're going to get a per video price, but you're also going to get an hourly rate. Some guys might have a day rate or a half day rate. If you can get a good half day rate, like $250 to $300, $350, you can get somebody for a half day to go to like 4 different locations and knock out $4,000 worth of videos, right? If you charge $1,000 for one video times 4 guys, you got the videographer going out to get all the footage in one day. You $250 for the day, but you get all 4 customers knocked out. You just grossed, $750 extra dollars by clumping that work together. So knowing how the videographer operates is going to help you get the best deal on your project. So for some of you guys, it might be a half day rate. For the rest, it might be a per video thing. But always, always, always be clumping. Remember, I've never suggested to anybody to go get a video, right? It's always 5 video pack, a 12 video pack. And it's not just to keep our sales and our revenue up. It's also to condition the client for success, right? Like they're going to need more than one. So maybe you do like a really fancy main video and then a couple ranking videos, whiteboard videos to supplement that, and to drive traffic to their website.
yeah. Yeah, and that's an excellent tip when hiring a videographer. Oh, and that day rate and the different things that you can expect. John Suko says that he just interviewed a videographer. It's post-production and everything, $500 for half a day. Great, And then 2 is you want to take a look at some of the videos they've done, right, for the post-production to make sure they actually do decent and know what they're doing.
It'd be great to get one testimonial, but again, that's kind of the trade-off here, guys, is that because you're going to get a deal on your video, you're sort of like going to get a guy or a girl that might be, maybe they don't have testimonials yet. You have to be willing to do that, but or work with that. But I will say this: if they have a website, it's great to have a testimonial on timeliness and punctuality, because I really deal with. They're great shooters. They capture great footage, but it's like, I'm an artist, man. I gotta really like let it like sink in and be a part of me. And then I don't get my files for 10 days. So you got to
Sounds
avoid.
like a web designer's.
It's all the same brood. It's artists.
Yeah.
And I want you guys, you're working with artists, so it's a different. They're not all business-minded people.
Right, and I wasn't saying testimonial. I was saying a sample video of something they've done.
I was adding to that. If there's a testimonial, because you want to know if they're flaky. Like you want to know.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Yelp reviews. Jim was good. Our project was a little late. Like if you see that 2 or 3 times, know you're going to get a good videographer that doesn't deliver on time, and use that. Well, I see that you're a little late from project to project. I'll tell you what. I'll do it for this price with you.
Right. Right, and then 2 is the other thing. It's like Owen said. He has his guy that he works with, and they know the system, right? And that's the thing is you want to build a relationship. So even if the guy's new or whatever, if he does a good job and you're feeding him work, eventually it's going to be so easy because they're going to know exactly what you want. It's the same thing that I told you guys when we did the website building series. You know, you want to get yourself a website guy that you know. He knows you. He knows what you want. You have a system worked out. You get a client. Okay, here's the 3 themes you could choose from. All right. Then your website guy takes over. He's building the website. Same thing with the video, right? You get in sync with a video guy. You get your packages down. So then you know what to offer. You offer it. Boom. He fulfills it. You know, are you going to have hiccups? Sure. Everybody has hiccups. You know, you might not show up when, who knows? You know, that's why you have to work with people. That's why this is a business, and it's not just a get rich quick or make money from the beach, right? This is a business, so you have to factor in, you know, things that happen in a business, but you also have to think outside the box in a business, and that's, you know, this is one of those things because, you know, there's not going to be too many people that are going to be going to look for that videographer that's off the beaten path, right? They're just not going to, you know, they might just not offer video. I don't think a lot of local marketing companies offer videos. I know the way I offered them. They didn't offer the 10 video package. I mean, you know, that was like almost an anchor to when I would pitch people. I mean, I was pitching people 10 grand up front, 2,500, 3 grand a month. My anchor was that video package because they couldn't believe that I was going to give them 10 live videos. And then it wasn't just the 10 videos, it was 30 videos because I was going to give them a video a month that I took the audio from those videos.
Yes.
And I would create whiteboard and I would create PowerPoint. So those are the other 20 videos that I would give them that I would drip out each month and rank them for a really, really easy keyword. So they're like, right? And then so they're like, wow, you know, game over, right? Because nobody could touch it. Because they're talking to the guy that's giving them, oh, it'd be $3,500 for one video. 10 videos would be 20 grand. Meanwhile, the guy's starving, right? That's telling him he's going to charge him $3,500 a month. He's starving because he can't make any money, but he won't go down on his price, right? Because he doesn't have the sense, the business sense, to combine, to get the work, to figure out, you know, where you could fudge. So, I mean, that's how you make money.
That is such a great point, Joe.
Yeah. No, I mean it is. It's how you make the money in this business. So
yeah, we're trying to make money. We're trying to generate leads. We're not trying to win Academy Awards, right? So that's why I left film school, guys. And I went into media because you can get a job in TV now. Where movies, it's like you get on the waiting list. So I wanted to move forward immediately. Go after the business of business. You know, know what people are charging for video, so you can slide in with a cool package, and crush it. You know, here's something we're doing as well, like scripting format. Okay, so I've got a script that kind of walks you through. You guys saw my script. My script is about 12 points into it. I got to hit 12 points in every script. We added a 12th point, right? And that 12th point is a wrap-up. So what I have is a video that's this long for YouTube, and it's going to rank. But I put a wrap-up right here in the first, like, minute and a half, where it's just like, I end the video quickly. So it's kind of like I basically make like a 5-minute version and a 2-minute version. And one of those goes on to YouTube. The other goes on to Facebook, where I boost it to the audience, right? But the audience is not going to watch a 5-minute video on Facebook. So again, going back to what you said, Joe, about repurposing these videos, you can repurpose these in a number of different ways. You can make one where you're making one long video, but the first 10 seconds is made for Instagram. And then after that, the remaining minute is going to go on Facebook, and the remaining 3 minutes will go on YouTube. And so you're shooting one video, you're writing one script, but you're hitting the cut button twice, and you've sold the client 3 videos now for 3 different platforms.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing, right? That's leverage. Like, how many people understand what Owen just told you, right? Because I want to make sure everyone got it. Give me a hashtag got it, if you got what he said. Because what he said what you could just triple your money by that one thing that he said. So I don't know if anyone else got it here. Michael got it. Jeremy didn't get it. Let's see, got it. If you didn't get it, explain, because I want to make sure that you guys understand it. I should have 250, 300 things here, and if you didn't understand, put down you didn't understand, because I'm not going to explain it if everyone says they got it. Let's see. Yep, got it. All right, so we have a couple of people that didn't get it or want you to elaborate. Shema got it. So, I mean, you said it pretty clear to me, but if you want to just say it again so people kind of really, you could break down in their mind.
Look at your videos, in terms of repurposing. Where else can you use the video? So if you're going to write like a 5-minute script, like these discount quality stair videos, and that's a good length for YouTube, guys. Like, how long should your video be, right? Platform, people, purpose. Like on YouTube, 3 to 5 minutes is good for a testimonial or for a instructional or informational video. So you make a video that's like 5 minutes, but you structure it in such a way where the first 10 seconds can be used on Instagram. So maybe the first 10 seconds of your video is, you're never going to believe how amazing the GeoSky product is. And that's it, Then you've got another minute. So you're never going to believe how amazing the GeoSky product is. Hey, my name is Owen. I'm with GeoSky. And when it comes to keeping track of your car, you really need to have the best tools. Here are 3 things that you can do, and these things will do X, Y, and Z. That much will go on Facebook. But then I've got the full version, the long version. That's what's going to sit on YouTube. So we're repurposing that video by constructing it in a way to be modular, to be repurposed. I hope that was easier.
Yeah,
I'm not succinct with words. I'm not.
No. I mean, it's clear it's clear. If you guys didn't get that, watch the replay, because it's pretty clear. Even if you go to this, like Owen said, it's all about repurposing. What were you going to say, Owen?
Yeah, and how about like exporting up to out to MP3 and loading it on SoundCloud? I mean, why not? I don't know what your bandwidth is, guys, but I mean, why not? Like, if you're going to do 25 videos for somebody, why not turn that into a whole podcast? Just do the audio. Just export the audio.
Yeah.
You've got like you did, Joe. It's like you took the audio and you turned it into whiteboard videos. This is brilliant.
Like, if you go to this discount quality stairs, right? And you listen to these whiteboard videos, guess what? You're going to be listening to this video, this video, this video, this video, this video, right? And this is Owen right here before he had gray in his beard.
Ah! Look at that hair. I had so much hair. I was like a jungle.
So, and this is just a small example. Like, I did this over and over and over again, and I actually have like 3 channels for this guy with even more videos on it. But that's the difference between being an entrepreneur and just, trying to make some money online. If you're trying to make some money online, you might make some, but I don't know if you're going to be making 30, 40, 50 grand a month. If you go in with an entrepreneur mindset, if you go in to look at every single angle, how you can make money, that's where the major profit comes in, because I had already paid for these videos, but I sold him on all this other stuff that cost me peanuts to have an outsourcer make, right? I had a Filipino, that's all she would pop out is these slide share videos and these whiteboard videos.
Yeah.
I was paying her $3 an hour. So, and I'm going to be on OMG Live. I'm going to be talking more about this entrepreneurship and other stuff. But really, whenever you do anything, think about how you can leverage other people, and how you can profit from it. So, all right. So that's it. Can
I grab a question that I saw asked?
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't see the whole, I can't find it now, but I saw a question about YouTube channels for your clients and how to structure that. Joe, you might have a different opinion than me, so I'm interested in your opinion on this as well. My advice to you guys is to set up the channels for the clients, but you are the manager of the account. Like, I don't want to see a bunch of like dentistry videos and then dog food videos and then videos for the carnival, because you're doing work for everybody. You're going to want to set up a page for the veterinarian, right? And here's what you can do. You can maintain you can set up the page, the YouTube channel on your own and own it and never even involve them, but it needs to be in their name, because their goal eventually is to build authority. Excuse me, is to build authority in that field. You know, and your channel will build authority if it's all focused on one like genre, one family. If you're all over the map, you're never going to gain authority. The other part of that is this: there's inconsistency. Like when I'm looking for the best dentist in San Antonio, and I go to a web page that's called like SEO Expert, or a channel that's on called SEO Experts. It's like I know I didn't find the best dentist. I just found the best SEO guy. And so there's an inconsistency there that could yield problems for your clients. So make the channels for them, and you can do that, you know, a couple different ways. Number one, you make the channel and you make them a manager about it, if you even need to do that. The other part of that is that you sell that to them, you know, in the end. Maybe in the beginning you just sell them videos, like all they're getting is videos. But you can maintain ownership over the YouTube channel. And then when there's a contract split or when there's a division, you can maintain those assets and you can keep your ranking and then sell the leads to someone else, right? Or you can say, well, great, I've maintained ownership over the YouTube channel. If you'd like to purchase that from me, you know, that'll be an extra $3,000. And that, at least if there is a cancellation, it might put a little, you know, few extra bucks in your pocket. Joe, I'd be really interested in your advice on that. Like, where you would go with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar in anything, like all the training I've done, and even in that new training in OMG method, it's all about congruency, right? And it's the same thing we talked about on Fusion with Instagram. It's all about congruency. And listen, these are real people are watching these videos. That's why the videos have to be decent, right? And they're looking for a product. So just like I want to say, if they're looking for discount stairs and there's a picture of my dog on here at the dog park, it don't make any sense. Or if there's somebody trying to sell them weight loss pills, okay, all my authority goes out the window. They're like, oh, this guy, he's not even for real. Is he even an authority in his niche? No, right? So it's always, every client has their own YouTube channel. When I would sell the package, right, and I'm still selling the packages, you know, is we will set up your Facebook, we'll set up your YouTube, your Twitter. If they have the login, we become managers of it. The way I sell it is it's their channel, right? It's their channel. I just update it, whatever. You know, that's in the contract, and that's what they're paying for. And then we just but we control it, and then I don't let them put stupid stuff on there. Now, you know, it's like, you know, I had a dentist. He was holistic, and he was really controlling. You know, he wanted to put videos of when he went to the farmer's market to show how to be healthy for his healthy, whatever. That's fine. Doesn't, you know, it's still congruent because he's a holistic dentist. He's telling you how to be healthy. He's engaging. That's fine. It can't be just something so out in left field that it's embarrassing or doesn't make sense. You know, like if this guy had a picture, you know, a video of him on his boat fishing, I make so much money, I go fishing. It doesn't make any sense. You don't want to put it there. Or your kid's birthday
party, or even picnics, guys. Like that's not what YouTube's for as a business. You know, that's what your personal Facebook page is for. You know, if you're going that route. But absolutely, I like Joe's method. Like it's their page, but you're managing it, and you know that keeps it really clean. Because I personally, I don't want the baggage of like owning all these properties. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's any way you set it up, guys. There's no like just you have to do it this way, right? Like if you don't do it, you know, like however you could sell it, right? Like if you want to own it and you want to lease it to them, and you figured out a good program for that, that's fine. but what you do have to do is you just have to follow the right structure. You know, how you sell it's up to you, right? But you just want to make sure that you have the best chance of conversion and ranking, because niche
Yeah.
related helps with conversion for sure, right? And for ranking also. That's why like when people just put out a video, like someone sent me a video. I'm not gonna say their name, but it was a video and it was a mechanical voiceover, and immediately I didn't even listen to it, because let me tell you, there's no way you should do that. There's no circumstances where you type in a voiceover and that should be in a video. You could pay $10, $5, and go to Fiverr and have someone do a voiceover for you. Um,
That's big in
so
like Indian and Eastern countries. Is like they don't speak, their accents are too thick, so they use these voice to text programs to do alphabet songs and teach English to foreign speakers. This is not like we have the benefit of being in the States or being, in economies that thrive. So using the advantages of $5 extra, I mean, that's a huge competitive advantage in this YouTube community where everyone's trying to do everything for free. I mean, so if you've got a little extra buck to put towards a video, that's an advantage. That's a competitive advantage for you.
yeah, yeah, and it's so cheap, man. Getting a voiceover is so cheap. You know, it's like it. Anyway, all right. So let me keep going on here. All right, so we got that down with the video. Now, there's a couple of other things that you guys can do. Now, I had a friend of mine. His name's Rob Burns. He lives in San Diego. Great guy. He's been doing internet marketing forever. And I had him on last year, and he just started a thing called video telepathy. And before I show you guys what I'm going to lay out some ground rules, because there are a few people, and a few people sometimes they ruin it for the whole bunch. And he gave out some really killer deals. He was, for the people that joined on that webinar, he was writing the script for them. He was discounting the price. And then I had some people who signed up, had him write a script. He lined up the actor and actress, shot the video, was in the process of doing the back end, and they called up and they said, "Oh, my client canceled on me. I don't need the video. Please refund my money." And
Nice.
he's trying to be a nice guy. He came on, and I told him, I said, "Do not refund their money." I said, because they're not even a business person, right? If you have someone do work for you, and then you go and demand your money back, and then do a chargeback on your credit card, come on, you're not even going to be in business anymore. That person's not even around anymore. Who did that? But it's like he bent over backwards to do me a favor, and there was a few people that did that, and it's like, it really got me upset. And so, this guy, he's a friend of mine. He's doing a favor for you guys. So if you do choose to do a service, I don't make any money off of it, but just have respect that you're hiring somebody. And even with your videographer, even with your web guy, the thing is you're no longer a consumer. When you're dealing with these people, you're not a consumer, right? So different rules apply. You're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur, right? So you want them to treat you with respect as a business owner. You have to treat them with respect. If you schedule something and you have a guy shoot a video for you, or say he takes a bunch of pictures for you, and your client doesn't pay you, you still pay that guy.
Yeah.
All right? You still pay him. If you make a deal to get a web design and you weren't smart enough to get your money up front, and the deal goes south, you still pay your web guy.
That's right.
Right? Because you don't pay these guys, guess what? You ain't going to get nobody to do any work for you, and it tells something about your business ethic.
Yeah.
Always get paid up front for everything, right? And always pay even if you're at a loss. There's times I paid people when I was at a loss. The whole deal went south. we created a software for a client, and the whole thing went south. It ended up costing me 10 grand,
Oh,
right? This was a $40,000 deal, right? And my developer went south. The developer went south on me and everything else. I had already collected money from the client, so we were way behind schedule. So I told the guy, all right, either I'm going to refund you, whatever. He gave me 25 grand up front, and that was a $25,000 loss for me. Or I said, just give me some more time. And we finished the software. It cost me $10,000. But guess what? My name was more important than that 10 grand because I wasn't gonna stiff the guy, right? So I mean that's how you have to approach business or approach anything. So yeah, what goes around comes around, right? So if you guys understand that, give me a hashtag understand,
and if you're
right?
getting paid up front anyway, if you're getting paid up front, then who cares if they cancel? You
Yeah,
know, terms
yeah,
and conditions, terms and conditions. You know what I mean? Like, I've never operated on a refund basis personally. You know what I mean? It's like cancel whenever you want.